Hey, you guys. Um, we're about to cook some more. We did that Sriracha burritos video, and so I thought I'll show you how I do my Sriracha Burgerita video mix or something to that effects. Whatever. The first step is I'm not showing you this, but you'll be able to hear it. Is we turn on the fan. We turn on the kitchen fan. The second thing is on my Foreman. For some reason, it really sticks really bad up on the top if you don't spray it down with a little Pam. And this is not really Pam. This is cooking spray, but she's virgin, so whatever. Anyway, so we just spray the top like so, and go ahead and spray the bottom too, and just get her nice and wet. And I'm sorry, I really did not mean that to sound that way, but it did. So now we plug in the Foreman and put a boot in your ass. No, get it preheated and everything over there. So all right. So I am using like the pre-made patty things, whatever, but these are not trash burgers. These are the prime rib cut or whatever ones. And they're actually, they're pretty good. Almost forgot to get the seasoning out. I'll get that real quick. And I really need to find some more of that too, because it is running out. And I also forgot to put on the gloves. I am sorry. I am, as always, extremely ill prepared. I am always ill prepared. So, let me snap on some glovey gloves. And we're going to go ahead and get the second patty out. So, this is pretty much the same as making the Sriracha burgeritos, or no, the Sriracha burritos, excuse me, except they're burgers. And we're not using the Allegro, and obviously, the seasoning is different. So just to go ahead and get this out of the way, show you what I'm using. I showed just this in the last video. The devil's spit is the shit. So yeah, what we basically are going to do here is we're just going to start and get everything nice and coated. We pour some pepper sauce, and we're going to spread that around. Pour on the pepper sauce and spread that around, or whatever they do, something to those DAS effects. And then we're going to do the Sriracha. And I almost forgot to put it on the second patty. That'd be not good. We want to spread all up in them patties. We want to spread all up in them patties. And so now we got the Sriracha nice and spread all over them patties. It's time for a little devil spit. I do not believe in being conservative with the seasoning, and that's probably why I'm about to run out of it. But same thing. Just rub it in. Rub it in. And knock a little bit onto the plate. God damn it, you son of a bitch. Get on my burger so it can get in my belly. Because that's what I like to do. Put burgers in my bellies. I do. I absolutely love a good burger. And these Burgeritos, I actually only started because I didn't have hamburger buns, and then I didn't want to go buy hamburger buns and stuff when I'm already buying tortillas, so I started making Burgeritos. Anyway, so now we're just basically going to flip over those patty cheeks And we're just going to do the same thing, just on the other side. Spread it on the other side. And Alicia Keychains is back here, going for a ride, playing with her balls. You back there playing with your balls, little girl? Squirt some sriracha. Spread it on them patties. Spread that sriracha up on them patties. Because she do got some nice big old patties. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think that these patties are like quarter pound. I'm not sure. I really, honestly, I have no idea. Because like I don't ever hardly like really read the label. You know, when I buy these, I just kind of like, oh, now that might have been a little bit too much. We'll see. You know, but you know, when I buy these patties, I kind of just like get them home, take them straight out of the packaging, and then put them individually into those Ziploc bags because, you know, if you put them in the freezer all in that same package, you know, they get all frozen together and stuff. So, you know, I highly recommend if you're buying these patties like that, you know, to get them home, separate them before you put them in the freezer so that they don't all get stuck together. All right, so I think the patties are about all decorated or whatever you want to call it. So let's, oh God, I don't want to move the joystick with the glove on. So the glove, at least one of the gloves, is coming off. And we're going to focus on the grill. Just, you know, so, I mean, you probably know what it looks like to put a burger on the grill. But we're going to show you regardless, you know. Look at it smoking because of that Pam. Because of that generic trailer park Pam. There goes one patty. There goes two. Huskella. Set a goddamn timer for 6 minutes. And future me, please censor out me saying the A-word lady's name so that we don't trigger everybody's device or whatever. So now we could just take the paper plate, throw it away. We're going to wash off, just rinse off the, whatever you call these things, the cheek spreader thing, you know, stirrer, latherer, whatever you want to call it. You know, and just rinse that off and put it in the sink. Because we're done with that for now. And we are also done with the seasoning, but like this, I don't know if this is even enough for another set of Burgeritos. I really need to find some more, and I don't know where I am going to find the devil's spit again. I've got some other stuff in here, some Famous Dave's rib rub. I might have to try that if I can't find no more of my devil's spit, because that devil's spit is the shit. So now, you know, we gotta basically just get everything prepared. So once again, we got my famous Jacko tray. And we're going to do the same thing as the burritos. I'm going to get out a couple of these other style paper plates. One for each burgerita. One for each burgerita. And opened up a new pack of the Mission Statement tortillas. Extra large flour tortillas. I did already get out the cheese, so we'll go ahead and put that first layer of cheese down here in a secondo, or whatever you call it. I know that's not Spanish, so shut up, Steve. I do know a little bit of Spanish, like buenos nachos. It's, I think I just said something like very good nachos, or, you know, nachos good, something like that. I know a few other things in Spanish, but most of it's like completely inappropriate. I mean, I know a few other words like biblioteca a lot, mamacita. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop talking dirty in Spanish now, and well, actually, that's really more self-deprecating than it is dirty. But you know, teeny tiny, whatever. So we're gonna put some cheese down. We're gonna make it nice and cheesy. Just put a little bit down, because, you know. I am more generous with the seasoning than I am the cheese. Although, I guess that's not really fair either, because I do be putting the cheese underneath and over the top. And we're using that same Mexican 4-cheese stuff. And of course, we're gonna use some sour cream. What else we got? We're gonna use pickles. And I think I've already got out the pepper sauce and sriracha. And of course, a couple of strawberry Fanta. You know, you can't have Burgeritos without... Well, really, I can't have about anything without strawberry Fanta. I am all up out of frame because, you know, I'm going ahead and taking my sodas in here. All right, how much on that timer?
You have 1 minute left on the goddamn timer.
And we are down to a minute left on the timer. So I am going to go ahead and I think I am going to flip over these burgers. And the reason that I'm mainly doing this, I saw this, you know, was advised to do this in some video I watched on YouTube a long time ago, whatever. You know, the reason they said to do this, even though it's on a Foreman grill, is just so you get a little bit more even of a burn, or a grill, whatever. You know, burn, grill, you know what I'm saying. And, this, this takes a lot less time also, using these pre-made patties like this than it does if you use, like, ground hamburger. For whatever reason, I guess because the ground hamburger has to like bleed out and stuff, so you know, that's whatever. Cancel the goddamn timer. That is going to be a little bit of censoring, and also, you know, another problem just randomly of doing the way that I'm having to do this, because I can't really do it put the grill on the stovetop where the kitchen fan is. It doesn't ventilate as well because the smoke is all going up off to the side instead of underneath of the fan. So that's why I'm like hitting here a little bit, you know, choking on that smoke a little bit. But, you know, ziz what it is. So I think that we're actually about ready here, and so let's go ahead and unplug George. Sorry, George. Oh, R.I.P. or whatever. Oh, that smoke is real. And we put pat down patty number 1, patty number 2. How do you do? We're gonna rinse off spatchy spatch. I'll rinse off, what's his name, Scott's spatula. And first thing, always, because, you know, you want to get the patties while they're still the warmest. And so, you know, so the cheese melts a little bit better. So that the cheese melts a little bit better. Oh, man. That shit is, you know, for being such good burgers. Oh, that shit is kind of harsh. Oh, breathing in, coming off of the grill. It's like sharp. It really is. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. All right, so, and then I'm gonna add some pepper sauce. Look, it's pepper sauce, mama. How do you do? Oh man, you know, I really do recommend having better ventilation than I have when doing this, because you know, it does smoke up. It does definitely smoke up. So there's the sriracha. And next we're going to add the pickles. We always, I mean, this is, you know, open to however you like to do things, of course. But I always do the sour cream last. And I should probably have a, I should probably have a fucking fork for this. But I've already committed to pulling them out with my fingers. So, you know, that's what I'm doing. I'm pulling them out with my fingers. And we're going to leave it just like that. And now for the sour cream. That is the last thing. And voila, we got some Burgeritos. What do you know? Not a whole lot, you know. I don't know much in this world. But Burgeritos, you know. Fucking Burgeritos. And that's how you do it. Thanks for, you know, watching, sticking around. I love you, babies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.